शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us around the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Lotus News Channel and two-way video conferencing in many places around the world. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Oklahoma Somanatham, Houston Kalahasti, Ohio Prayag, Los Angeles Arunachalam, San Jose Madurai, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Kuala Lumpur Parani, Charlotte Srisailam, Paris Kalighat, Seattle Chidambaram, Toronto Kailasam, Vancouver British Columbia, San Jose Madurai and Guadalupe Rameshwaram, New York Varanasi, Hyderabad Guptakashi, Dallas Dwaraka, Jefferson South Dakota, Port Washington New York, Dubai Vaidyanatham, Singapore Singapuram, East London UK, Devon UK, Jefferson South Dakota, Dubai Vaidyanatham, Enriching Temple Bidadi, Singapore Singapuram, Redmond Washington, Oman Sivagangai, Jorpati Nepal, Slovakia Shivaloka, San Diego La Jolla. That's it. Bhumiputra World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur. And Nityananda Nagar, Thiruvannamalai, Hong Kong, Sirgali. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, Leela Dhyana of today is Gundodarantagam Tirthat. The story means, let me give you the story. Meenakshi and Sundareshwara's wedding, when the wedding happened, the Shivagana, Gundodara, was fed completely by Mahadeva, but he started feeling thirsty and emptied all the water bodies of Madurai. Whole Madurai has no water now. But this fellow is not able to quench his thirst. He runs to Mahadeva and asks Mahadeva, please do something. I'm really feeling thirsty. And he was about to snatch Ganga from the Mahadeva's shika and swallow the whole Ganga. Mahadeva said, okay, don't get into that mess. And he creates Vaigai river. Actually, the word Vaigai means, he says, go and put your hand. Kai Vai. Put your hand, the water will come. So the Gundodara goes and puts his hand on the ground and water comes out. He drinks that water and his thirst is quenched. So today Mahadeva is gracing us in the Leela of calling the Vaigai, the Ganga, to quench the thirst of Gundodara. All right. Today, 20th batch Inner Awakening 6th day, 17th batch Ingenious 6th day, 19th batch Nirahara Samyama level 2 day 3, 20th batch Nirahara Samyama level 1 first day. We'll start today's Nitya Satsang. This is almost like a Panchanga we have to read. The Tithi, Nakshatra, day, year. Let's start today's satsang. Today I have some of the best truths to share with you all about completion and enriching. Yesterday we had a beautiful session in the temple after the initiation. After quite a long time, I started sitting with this evening campfire. Maybe after 3 years, I am starting this again, sitting with Inner Awakening participants after initiation. This IA only I started, I think. Yesterday is second day. And I don't know about others. I feel job satisfaction. That's all. I feel job satisfaction means I am doing what needs to be done. Usually, human beings can't handle the absolute truth as it is. So it is given with a coating of a social acceptance. Socially accepted truth is a half-truth. It's much worse than lie. So be very clear. Because society is not for truth. What is society? It is bunch of idiots creating some foolish third-rate laws to exploit people. Some of my solutions and judgments, people are criticizing. What is this? You are giving solutions which is not accepted by society. I told them, hey, I am a spiritual leader, not social leader. Come on. I am a spiritual leader. I give the solution accepted by the cosmic law, the spiritual law. And I give the solution closest to the law of the cosmos, the purpose of the human existence. If you want a spiritual solution, only then come to me. I am neither a judge to hold one country's constitution up, nor a social leader to hold the society's norms high up, to hold on to the hypocrisy high up. I am a simple spiritual leader. I naturally hold the cosmic constitution high and up. Unfortunately, society has penetrated so much into human beings. See, the social foolishness, the social ignorance was there even before the advent of the media. But after the advent of the media, the social ignorance is now so deeply penetrated into every human being. See, it is not that in those days we did not have all the evil which we are seeing now, but we did not have it in this scale. That every man has lost connection with his original self. Everyone is just living far with by society. I tell you, most of the normal men, what society calls them as normal men, don't even live. It is society's norms and conditionings lives through them. That's all. Just like if you put your hand in the fire, how you pull it out, how it became it's a natural instinct. Same way the social norms have become natural instinct in you. The whole society is suffering an important problem. Too much of society has entered into human beings. Let me take this chance to pay my respects to Gandhi. I agree with many of his ideas. And many of the great things he contributed to the world. I look at them from a spiritual angle. Hats off to the amazing contribution he did to the formation of the Indian country, the India. Anyhow, let me come back to the subject. Too much of society into human beings. You all have become social beings. You are no more human being. You just have a set of manual. At what age, what is expected of you? At what age, what are you supposed to do? And where you are supposed to be? How you are supposed to be talking? What you are supposed to be thinking? How you are supposed to be behaving? Because human beings are too filled with society. Not even the right dimension of the society. It is like wrong dimensions of the society. Society has the dimension of seeking. But here, the seeking, investigation, enquiry is completely lost. Because the human beings are overly filled by the materialistic society ideas, materialistic social ideas. People are not able to receive the truth as it is. Yesterday, after a long time, I sat with people, had a heart-to-heart talk. That's what exactly I'll tell. Heart-to-heart talk. Describing the truth as it is, without any verbal clothing, without any verbal decoration, I tell you. Verbal clothing sometime take away truth from the truth. Yesterday, after a long time, of course, in those days I used to sit like this and straight away bring people to terms with the reality, the truth. And I have always seen in these sessions, people learn 100 times more than the regular sessions where I am in the podium and they are in the floor and where a formal class goes on. How many of you feel the yesterday night session was more deeper and useful? Because the straight, and one more thing you need to know, in that closeness, when the truths are heard, even your heart is ready to believe it. In the class, when it is heard, only your head is ready to believe. Your heart says, no, 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 no. But in that intimate setting, in that close proximity, in that nearness, where I don't need to use big, big words, where I am straight. Straight truths are shared. Even if your heart carries any doubt, you just know it is melting away. I have seen people telling, even I am not able to doubt me. It is so sure. It's so beautiful. Yesterday I could see very clearly. Many people's basic doubts have started melting away. I'll try to share the essence of yesterday night's session, but I don't know whether you are ready to receive. But whoever is ready to receive, please receive it. Somebody was asking about the question about completion and enriching. Please listen. I wanted you to get it. Life has no pleasure other than enriching. Anything else other than enriching drives you in your life. I am not saying you are wrong, but all I am trying to tell you is you are wrong. I will not say you are wrong. Out of social politeness, But the truth is you are wrong. Anything else drives your life, reason for the drive, reason for pushing you to live, other than enriching. Please understand, it is out of powerlessness. When you internalize this truth, enriching is the only purpose of life. In some form or other, constantly enriching others. Understand? I don't want to restrict enriching to only sending people to inner awakening. That is the greatest enriching, no doubt. But even if you are working in a shoe company, making shoes, you can be enriching. You are a part of the mechanism which provides shoes to people. Even if you are working the field of agriculture, producing vegetables, oil, milk, you are in the field of enriching. But you have to be so sure, very clear. You have to be very clear and very sure. Please listen. Even in your deepest hypocrisy, the hypocrisy has layers and layers in you. Even in your deepest layer, you are not hypocritical about your goal, your purpose, your reason to exist. Just enriching. Other than enriching, if you find anything else as a driving force of your life, complete with it. Anything else, if it is a driving force in your life, it's powerlessness. It is powerlessness. Let the enriching be the one and only goal, driving force in the life. Let the enriching be the only energy which drives you, which drives your intelligence, which drives you, which drives you to the idea of fulfillment. Understand? Any idea of fulfillment you carry other than enriching, you are going to experience hopelessness and depression. Any hope you carry other than enriching will lead you to hopelessness. Life is for enriching. The purpose you got embodied, the purpose for which you assumed the human body is only for enriching. Whenever I sit in front of Nityanandeshwar or Kalabhairava, I look only at me and say, hey, be in the space of only enriching. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Be in the space of only enriching. I tell you, when you enrich somebody with the inner awakening, you give the best things. Best thing to that person. He himself becomes a complete being. Understand? See, for example, you are in the field of engineer or lawyer or a doctor. If you understand whatever you are doing is enriching and continue to live, only you will be enriching. But if you give inner awakening as enriching to others, you make others also enriching. That is the ultimate enriching. I tell you, most of us have a pattern of fear of facing conflicts, fear of getting cornered. This is one of the biggest fear human beings carry. Please listen. Why people are not enriching others? Why you are afraid of enriching others into inner awakening? Because you are afraid of getting questions. You are afraid of facing questions. I tell you, exactly for that reason only you have to enrich. Constantly put yourself in a challenging positions, conflicting places, contradicting situations. Constantly put yourself in a place where you are cornered. I tell you, only then you will be alive, fresh, living. You will be radiating. You will be in your peak possibility. If you want to be successful in your business, start enriching people for inner awakening. You will constantly face conflicts, contradictions. You will put yourself constantly in a challenging positions, places that will train and sharpen your whole intelligence and consciousness. You will be successful in your business. Listen. Why people don't want to talk to their friends or family or enrich others with a inner awakening? The powerlessness they feel, the fear of facing questions. Fear of facing questions. I tell you, when you start enriching people to live integrity, authenticity, first question they will ask you is, are you living integrity and authenticity? Then naturally you have to declare, yes, I am living. The moment you declared, now you have become responsible for your word. Simply you have to live it. Otherwise they are going to constantly question you. They are going to be constantly making fun of you. So I tell you, when you start enriching others, you put yourself in a space in a situation where you live integrity, authenticity, you live the Dhamma, I tell you, that is where you will really, really, really live spiritual strength. When you are enriching, you have to make declarations because people are not going to believe you. They will question you. You have to make a lot of declarations. That declarations will make you live four tattvas more powerfully, more strongly. That is why I am telling you. Enriching makes you continuously getting enlightened. Enriching makes you enlightened. I tell you, if you can make your spouse and boss attend inner awakening, if you can enrich your spouse and boss with inner awakening, I can say you crossed half of the journey towards enlightenment. Because these two are going to be constantly monitoring you. They are going to be trying to find fault. Simple truth, straight away. Anything, anything, anything. Listen, I can tell you 108 anything other than enriching is powerlessness. Only enriching is powerfulness. Operate only out of the cognition of enriching. Enriching others and you. You can never achieve completion just by completion, because just by completion you will not know. Please listen. Just by completion you will not know whether you are complete or not. Your self-doubt will continue to rule you. Put yourself in the space of enriching others. When you start enriching, all the questions you face, only when you answer them, when you relate with people, able to enrich people, only then you will have confidence over you. You will have confidence over you. Please understand. You will have confidence over you. Till you enrich others, your completion can never be complete. If you observed, even yesterday I said very clearly, after blessing Ma Vishweshwara, I told her, take up the project of graceful exit. Only when you share these experiences with others, only when you enrich the world with this experience, that gets strengthened in you. This experience does not get lost in your self-doubts. Otherwise, after a few days, oh, who knows what it is? Still I carry this integrity, that authenticity problem. You will create self-doubt, and in that self-doubt, the strength of this experience can be forgotten, can get washed away. Don't allow that. So the essence of today's satsang, only with enriching, completion becomes complete. Enriching is the war you wage for me. Because in enriching, you will face so many conflicts which you are always afraid to face. I tell you, fear of conflicts, fear of getting cornered, fear of facing the controversies is one of the biggest powerlessness we have. We always feel what others will tell. And he is afraid what you will tell. We try to control everyone through our tongue and get controlled by others' tongues. This is what I call Maya, delusion. I'll give the essence in Hindi. आज पूरा समाज एक बहुत ही गंभीर समस्या का सामना कर रहा है और वो है मीडिया और समाज के गलत तार तरीके और रिवाज समाज के कई सभी पहलुओं सही पहलू भी है जैसे साधना और अन्वेषण, किंतु ये पहलुए लगभग जीवित ही नहीं है। सत्य को सीधे कहा जाना चाहिए बिना कुछ छिपाए। कल इनर अवेकनिंग कार्यक्रम में एक बहुत ही सुंदर और अद्भुत सेशन हुआ जहां मैंने लोगों के साथ बैठकर मेरे दिल से गहरी बात किया और उन्हें इस माध्यम से एक अनोखी दीक्षा प्राप्त हुआ। आज मैं उसका सार आपके साथ बांटना चाहता हूँ। जीवन में और कोई खुशी नहीं है सिवा लाभान्वित करने के। किसी ना किसी रूप में दूसरों को लाभान्वित करना ही जीवन का लक्ष्य है। यदि लाभान्वित करने के अलावा और कोई भी कारण आपके जीवन को बहा रहा है तो वो शक्तिहीनता से ही उत्पन्न हुआ है। आपको उसके साथ पूर्णत्व करनी चाहिए। आप यदि जीवन से लाभान्वित करने के अलावा कोई भी आशा रखे हुए हैं, आप केवल निराशा ही पाएंगे। आपके मानव शरीर धारण करने का कारण ही लाभान्वित करना है। जब आप इनर अवेकनिंग की बीट किसी को भी देते हैं, आप उसी जीवन में सबसे बड़ी बेट दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि आप उसे भी लाभान्वित करने वाला व्यक्ति बनाते हैं। क्यों लोग लाभान्वित करने से डरते हैं? क्योंकि वे उनसे पूछे जाने वाले प्रश्नों से डरते हैं। मैं कहता हूँ उन प्रश्नों का सामना कीजिए। हर क्षण स्वयं को चुनौती वाली स्थिति में डालिए। वही आपकी बुद्धि और चेतना को तीव्र बनाएगा। उदाहरण रूप, जब आप दूसरों को संपूर्ति और श्रद्धा जीने को कहते हैं, पहले वे आपको पूछेंगे कि क्या आप स्वयं संपूर्ति और श्रद्धा जी रहे हैं। जब आप उनसे कहते हैं कि आप संपूर्ति और श्रद्धा जी रहे हैं, तब आपने उन्हें वचन दिया है कि आप संपूर्ति और श्रद्धा में जी रहे हैं। यह वचन आपको संपूर्ति और श्रद्धा जीने में सहायता करेगा। इसीलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि लाभान्वित करना आपको सीधे जीवन मुक्ति की तरफ ले जाता है। केवल पूर्णत्व द्वारा आप कभी पूरी तरह से पूर्णत्व का अनुभव नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि तब आपका आत्मसंदेह कभी मिटेगा नहीं। केवल जब आप दूसरों को लाभान्वित करें में सफल होते हैं, तभी आपको स्वयं पर विश्वास आ पाएगा। केवल जब आप विश्व को अपनी अनुभूति से लाभान्वित करते हैं, आपकी अनुभूति और शक्तिशाली बन पाएगी और आपका आत्मसंदेह मिट जाएगा। आज के सत्संग का सार है, केवल लाभान्वित करने से ही पूर्णत्व पूर्ण बन जाता है। Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.